We're going to take the 33 short 33. We actually got filled on the 32.75s. Our target initially is the Globex low at 24. And our stop is 38. If we head up to 38, our stop may very well be a reverse. We're just about at the high of the closing range. The high of the closing range, I believe, was 28.75, 28.50 of yesterday. But the close is 27.25, and the low of the closing range is 25.75. So our target was 24.75. We might move that target down up to 25.75 for the first trade here. Well, there's our stop hit. We didn't reverse. We're going to hang on here and take a break. 40 was an area of resistance on this retest. We'd like to look for another short. Even though the New York stock tick chart is still a positive delta, I'm not sure. I'm a little confused about that. We'll hold on here for a retest a little bit longer. We're going to take the 39.75 short, 39.75. Our stop on this trade is 42 and a quarter. We're on the wrong side of this trade. 42.25 is our stop, but the New York stock tick chart is building higher lows, and the sectors, all 8 sectors of the ETS of 500 is a positive. We're probably going to get stopped out of this trade. It should probably reverse, but I'd like to wait for a pullback to reverse. So that's what we're probably going to do. We have a little bit closer stop on this one. From our 39.75 long entry at 42.25, there's our stop. We're going to take a break and revisit maybe in the afternoon, take the morning off here. Alright, we're going to buy the 39.75 long, 239.75. Couldn't wait till the afternoon. Everything's positive, so we'll switch the size and take the 39.75s. Our stop on this is 33.75. The low is a big bar that went up. And that bar was at 10.05. And then a little bit of a quandary here with our 39.75 longs. We have the New York stock tick chart building higher lows in the bottom, and oscillating around the mean and the zero line. And there's a big block of volume up here. Before we popped over the 40 by just 2-3 points, but we developed a significant amount of volume between the 38.50s and the 40 and a quarter, 38.50s and 41s, and we haven't been able to get through that, but we haven't sold off dramatically either through 2 periods now, being in the D period now, heading into the E period in about 8 minutes. We had 14,000 at 38 and a quarter, 17,000, 13,000, 22,000, 25,000, 31,000 at 39.50, 21,000, 21,000, 11,000, 12,000 at 40.50, 12,000 at 47.5. That's quite a bit of volume up there. But the tick chart seems to be building higher lows, and we haven't busted through that 33 to 35 area that was an area of accumulation earlier. So we had an opportunity to get out of this trade close to break even, maybe with a couple point loss. Right now, if we got out of it, we'd have 1.75 times 2. Yeah, I'm just a little. I've been watching the tick chart for confirmation. This morning we ignored a confirmation on the tick chart that would allow us to take a profit on our short from the open, and then reverse and get long up to the 40s. And at that point, we knew about the volume up there, so we should have actually reversed, but we ignored the tick chart to the degree that I missed that opportunity, and found myself not only missing the opportunity, but on the wrong side of a couple of trades with poor trade location. So, I'd like to make this trade work, and I'm just a little bit surprised that that heavy block of selling hasn't turned into any initiative activity. If that block converts between 38 and 40 and a half, and the tick chart keeps building positive, then we could, see a little movement upward. So maybe I should just stick with the stop. Finally, we got a little action to the upside. Broke out of this range a bit in the F period. We had a lot of conflicting data that almost got me out of this trade. Except all the ETFs were doing pretty good, except the financials, the sector XLF. They're still a laggard, but the tick chart, New York Stock tick chart, was building higher lows as the price had a double bottom, and then the next 5-minute periods certainly rallied up, and then of course in the S&P we broke up. Now the next area of resistance is 47. That's an area that I would consider liquidating these 239.75s. That would get us pretty close to a break even today, and then watch the market's response up there at the 47s. We're going to take we're going to get out of this position. The financials just aren't following along at all. We're going to take the 42 1/4s out, 42 1/4. We only made 5 points on that trade, but that got us some of our loss back. And I just was looking for some follow through in the financials, and I just didn't see any follow through at all on the financials. Financials are making new lows, even the S&P is making new highs, and that was a concern. So better to get out of the trade, let the market do its thing over the lunch hour. We're only down 10 points now, 10.5 points for the day, and we can make that back up in the afternoon. So we'll take a while off and revisit later on. Well, our decision to get out looks like a good decision. Only rallied up to 44 1/4, never got up to the 47s. We would have probably shorted the 47s if we could have got our target, but we didn't. That was a nice short. Boy, that was a nice move up and a nice move down, and I think the financials maybe gave it away a little bit on that pop up that when they were making new lows. That was the end of that move, at least for now, for the lunch hour. Question is, can we get back up to the 47s for a short in the afternoon session? And we'll have to just see about that.